Well, what I'm about to tell you, my friends, is a monumental slap in the face with a wet noodle for us all. I mean, of course, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure we all had this quaint notion that when we entrusted our hard-earned money to the banks, it would be guarded like a dragon's hoard. Especially, when those financial institutions have been working tirelessly, or so it seems, to lead us down the cashless garden path. But unfortunately, it appears they've been too engrossed counting their mountains of gold to do little things, like, bothering to protect us from those nasty scammers. I mean, sure, okay, some might argue that we, the innocent victims of these scams, need to be more vigilant. Which, okay, might be a bit fair to say, but I mean, would they rather as well that we all attend some sort of scam prevention seminars? Where, of course, they teach us to decipher the secret handshake of notorious fraudsters. I mean, would they rather that instead? Or maybe we could go one further and start wearing tinfoil hats or wrap our wallets in bubble wrap just to keep them safe. The thing is, shouldn't banks themselves bear some of the responsibility in doing everything they can to safeguard our hard-earned money, and want to bring in changes quicker to do that rather than just delaying them until they are forced to bring them in? Because apparently the proposed rules that would force banks to refund victims of fraud within a blistering quick 5 days. 5 days! Well, I guess it's still better than nothing. It's as if the banks are generously giving us a tiny window of opportunity to have our money back. Maybe, who knows, it could even be like waiting for a snail to break the sound barrier or expecting the sloth to run a marathon. And of course, let's not forget the excuses. The Payment Systems Regulator, the PSR, claims that the banking industry couldn't possibly meet the original April 2nd, 2024 deadline. I mean, of course not. It's only, 6 months away? And apparently making the banks accountable for their shortcomings is just too much to ask or something, isn't it? But of course, don't worry, because apparently there is a silver lining to this cloud of bureaucratic bungling. If you ever find yourself in the unfortunate position of being scammed, the PSR's delay tactics will give you an extra 6 months to perfect your "I told you so" speech to the bank. But anyway, the article says that Rocio Contra, hope I pronounced that right, Rich Director of Policy and Advocacy, said hundreds of millions of pounds are lost every year to bank transfer fraud, and victims desperately need stronger protections in the form of mandatory reimbursement in all but exceptional cases. There is no backtracking on the PSR's proposals to create a fairer and more consistent system of app reimbursement. With bank transfer fraud continuing to cause misery for so many consumers, these changes can't come soon enough.